everyone, AMR back again with another Doo Doo Brown series episode in this one. So if you caught last episode, for sure go check it out. We destroyed Aaron Rodgers, which is always a nice thing to see as a Bears fan. But we did a nice little preview at the end of the last episode as to what this England Patriots matchup is going to look like for us here. They are a very, very strong defense. They have Marlon Humphrey, Buda Baker, Chandler Jones. They're 7-2 right now, so I think that this is going to be our toughest game. Kind of had our way, just like steamrolling over every single part of our competition. Last episode, Kadarius Toney had 2 special team touchdowns, as well as Raheem Mostert rushing for 2, and I think that we had 2 pick sixes. Yeah, we just absolutely destroyed Cincinnati Bengals. So let's go ahead and take a look at last week's award winners. And to no surprise, James Bradbury with his 2 interceptions, 1 actually going to the house, had 4 tackles. I'm a little surprised that Kadarius Toney is not on this list, especially not even like Raheem Mostert. Raheem Mostert had like 180 yards and 2 touchdowns. Deshaun Watson, quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs, that's fun. He had 343 yards passing, 4 TD. Did get sacked 3 times though, so yeah, let's go ahead. Oh god, Dak on Green Bay, that's hilarious. Let's go ahead and jump into some. Alright, so it looks like we have 2 players here that are returning from injury. Let's go ahead and take a look really quick into what that looks like. So we actually get Alex Mack back, and I believe the other guy was Ed Oliver, if I'm not mistaken, tackle. And we have Ed Oliver, who is healthy again. So it's nice to get Ed Oliver back along with Alex Mack. Of course, this will be, or this is Ed Oliver. Yep, so there you go. So let's go ahead and take a look at the scouting of the players here. I want to see if we have any more intel on our quarterback, or our future quarterback, I should say. So still no more knowledge into what this player looks like. I think that he probably going to be hidden development. If I'm not mistaken, I would think that he's probably going to be Dev. He has just everything is great to elite on him. Is phenomenal. But let's go ahead and do. Okay, so right off the rip here, we have Akeem Hicks with a dislocated shoulder. That stings quite a bit. I'm gonna have to take a look into see how long he's gonna miss. A PCL sprain for Bryce Callahan. He's been a superstar corner for us thus far. The rest of our offense here, fingers crossed that no one gets hurt. It looks like the offense is doing fine, so whatever's happening in practice where the defense just keeps on getting injured, it has to stop. That's not cool. But we have some player upgrades here. Let's go ahead and do the ones that are actually going to matter, which would be Hayden Hurst. And I think the other ones I can just go ahead. Blocking ability just has to get better at blocking. The Big Ben as our quarterback. Let's go ahead and upgrade the rest just to auto. Okay, so I'm not going to bother with the looking at the players ready to negotiate. If you actually followed the series at all, you know that a lot of the players that are ready to be negotiating have really no shot at ever us like re-signing them or anything. It's a bunch of no names and a lot of players that will end up replacing in free agency / draft. So let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay. So here we are in lovely Foxborough. Well, it looks like we're going to be kicking off to them to start off the game here. Had stellar luck on special teams the last couple of weeks. But is this James Jr.? Who could that be? Thinking that's the guy from San Francisco. So let's go ahead and jump into a man blitz. I like to just put pressure on the quarterback right away. After all, it is Jameis Winston who holds one of, I mean, I don't think he has the record, but he has the record in recent years, most picks in a season. Just like 40, I think. He's the first quarterback to throw for like 40 and 40 or 30 and 30 or something like that. It's a pretty wild stat regardless. A quarterback in the NFL who was not only a quarterback in the NFL, I think that he was the first overall pick in one of the years, or the year that he got drafted. So for him to go out there and perform so poorly in the Bays, I can't really talk as a Bears fan about drafting talented quarterbacks in the first round, but come on. Adrian Amos probably had a chance at a pick there, but let's go ahead. Oh, Wischkowski's a very good punter. Go ahead and see if Kadarius Toney has what it takes to go ahead and return this one. Well, oh my god, he ran right through that block. He literally ran in between the guy being blocked and my blocker. That was kind of an interesting. I never done that before, and not get immediately sacked or tackled. So here we go. Here it looks like we have DJ Dallas. Raheem Mostert did get injured last episode. I think he was down with an abdominal tear. So he's going to be out for the next 4 weeks, I believe. I waited way too long with the football, and now I have to kind of panic here. What's the flag on? Maybe holding, if I had to guess? Personal foul, roughing the passer. Don't touch Big Ben, okay? He's already pretty fragile. You don't need to, like, add in. Let's go ahead and go out of the gun formation again here. Maybe try and target OBJ. It all depends on, like, what that corner does out there on the outside. And we got a guy wide open here on the undercut. Looks like it's Devontae Parker. He ends up getting upfield just enough, though. We are cooking on offense right now. Let's go ahead and do a halfback draw. I don't necessarily think that we should have DJ Dallas as our secondary primary back. He's not it. You know, like if you ever seen him play in Dallas, it's okay. But I mean, when you're talking about going from Raheem Mostert to DJ Dallas, it's a pretty big drop off right there. Let's go ahead and adjust the depth chart right now while we're AJ Dillon in front of him. I just think that makes a lot of sense. All right, going a nice little I formation here. Do a nice little run to the weak side off to the left there. Go ahead and see if AJ Dillon has what it takes to plow through some those blockers. Gotta love the Madden animation where you just get absolutely stuck on your own offensive lineman. Happens more than it should. Devontae Parker could be open here. It's a very tight window. Extremely risky pass right there, but it does pay off for us here. If AJ Dillon, go ahead and utilize what he does best, and that is have Joel Bitonio not go ahead and get us a block on the outside. Love to see that. Good thing that we took him so early in the fantasy redraft. So here we go. AJ Dillon is marching up the field. He just does not have that downhill acceleration that I'm used to with the Raheem Mostert. He's definitely a ground and pound type of running back there. It's tough. That is an annoying sound. I'm not sure how loud it is for you guys right now, but that is like extremely loud. Of course, Dwelle, our backup tight end, goes ahead and drops that near the back of the end zone. Not sure why Hayden Hurst isn't out there catching that pass. He is a star dev tight end at a 77 overall, so love to see that. We jump out to a quick 3-0 lead. I think that is going to be indicative as to how this game is going to go. As long as we are able to right the ship on defense, I don't think that it's going to take a lot for us to come away with a victory here. They're 7-2, I think, mostly because their defense is so strong. But the fact that we were able to go down on our first attempt and actually get some points on the board might be indicative as to how this game. But let's go ahead and use her on Khalil Mack here. Let's try and get some immediate pressure up the middle. And Khalil Mack is trying to shed a block there, but he's just not able to get off. Okay, let's go ahead and do a nice little cover 2 man. Keeping the pressure here on Khalil Mack. I'm actually going to flip him over to the left side here. Right up the gut. Jameis Winston is just throwing. This is a very accurate Jameis Winston, like accurate depiction, I should say, not accurate as his throwing ability, because he definitely makes those type of passes. Oh man. Ooh, nice little hit stick there. Who is that? 92? 92. Ed Oliver? Oh, welcome back, big guy. Nice to see him get back into action. It's his first sack since I want to say week 5 or 6 when he got injured. Darius Toney, as we all know from last episode, has the ability to rip off some touchdowns, but it doesn't look like that's the case here. He ends up getting 14 on the carry there. Anyone that has seen me play Madden in the past knows that I love a good counter. I think that it just has so much to offer from let's just see what our linemen can do. That is one of our strengths in the team, is our offensive line. So why not utilize that whenever we can. I'm going to put Kadarius Toney on a nice little slant here. See if he can get open across the middle. He is open. Does he have a step? He does have a step. He's able to get to the outside. Gets out of bounds there, probably about a 30-yard. Go ahead and do a nice little trap. Could you imagine running a trap in real life with the offensive line that we have and AJ Dillon coming at you right after an offensive lineman comes up the gut? Like, you are thinking that, oh, I have a wide open shot at the running back here, and then all of a sudden AJ Dillon comes downhill at 250 pounds. That's just not That's a pretty scary sight. Of course, he just gets stuck on the offensive line. I'm just gonna keep talking about it until it becomes like there's a bug fix for it, but it just should never happen. I understand how games are made and stuff, and for me to sit here and just think about how these two objects are just, there's no workaround for it in a game that is as mature as what Madden is. It's kind of frustrating, honestly. But we got two slants under the under route here. OBJ's not open immediately, so I'm going to go ahead and, yep, that's awesome, man. I think that they bumped into one another again. Big Ben. Look at Big Ben getting the wheels there. But I think our receivers bumped into one another across the middle, and it made him hesitate ever so slightly. And that turned into Big Ben leading the pass where it should have been, and the defender being right there. So, I don't know how you go about fixing it, but it's just, it happens too often for there not to be. I don't know how he's not down right there, by the way. If this is how this game's going to go, I'm going to be very, very frustrated. We have yet to lose a game yet, so, I mean, it is due for one of these type of games, but... And it's like, going out this way would be just so devastating. How is he not down right there? Like, can someone explain to me? Let's go ahead and switch on to Deontay Hightower. We noticed some noticeable degradations to his acceleration in the last video, which I thought was a little interesting. He is not known for being like a speedster on the field by any means, but he's definitely playing a lot slower than what we had seen from him in the past. I think we're going to switch over here into a cover 2. Where's my guy? Go ahead and switch on to Deontay Hightower. He's got the run across the left. Javonte Williams is going to be short of the first down marker. Let's go ahead and see what they end up deciding to do. So they're going to go for it here on 4th down. I love the decision, actually. I think that is realistic in today's world. I mean, they've been making a huge effort to actually look at the stats and understand how often people are becoming successful on those 4th down conversions. And it's a lot more than I think that the notion was originally. Javonte Williams is a A.J. Dillon-esque type of a game player. Player in general. He's a big-bodied back, but he's very, very shifty. I think that he has some major potential in the NFL. He could be one of those guys that comes in and just absolutely dominate when Melvin Gordon leaves Denver. You know, now that they got Russell Wilson, I'm thinking that they just go ahead and just ties with Melvin Gordon right there. I don't think he's needed anymore. If they were to, like, even in the games when Melvin Gordon was out, right? Javonte Williams had 100-yard games. Like, they're not losing anything by switching over and letting him just take the reins. You know what I mean? So why wait any longer? What the hell is number 11? I was probably talking over the name, but number 11 on their team ends up getting a receiving touchdown. It kind of looks like N'Keal Harry. Okay, what was shaping up to be a very favorable kick return for us turned out to be a rather scary situation pretty quickly. I don't think play lights out or we lose. Oh, OBJ to the outside. Go, 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 go. He could go. Oh my God, he gets tripped up from behind by Budda Baker. Everyone knows Budda Baker doesn't have the speed to get past a wide receiver. Man, what is going on with this guy? I feel like he plays so much better as the secondary guy. Hayden Hurst on the Texas route. He's open right up the gut there. Nice little TD for our tight end. Let's get him involved. That's actually what happens when you keep Hayden Hurst in instead of Welly. Fun fact. So we jump out here to a 3-point deficit. Or what would that be? It's not a deficit. It's a 3-point lead over the New England Patriots. So here we go. We're going to go out into a cover 2 man. I want to go ahead and apologize if it sounds like I'm talking a little softer. I am dealing with a little bit of a sore throat at the moment, so please bear with me as I try to kind of power through this. So here we go. We have Ndamukong Suh up the gut here. It looks like he could shed a block. He can't, but can Deontay Hightower? No. Looks like... Ooh, is that Trey Burton? Trey Burton plays for the New England Patriots. How is he even playing in general? The dude's always hurt. But there he goes. Javonte Williams is down. That doesn't sound like him. It looks like he got up fine. He's just a faker. He likes a lot of drama queen right there. Dante Hightower is calling out the shift. I'm going to go ahead and guess it's run to the left. Let's see what we got here. Not. See if we can see a name there. Oh, okay. It's Zach Moss is number 11. He's a lot taller than I thought. They are just running all over us right now. I think I need to switch into a zone instead of a man. So sitting here at the 2-minute warning, we're going to go ahead and run a cover 6. I mentioned that right before the 2-minute warning started. Do a nice little bull rush. Try and get off block there. Push him out of bounds. So that brings up a 3rd and 5 on the 44-yard line. If we can stop them here, I think that we have some time left to go down and march on the field and try and get some points on the board. Screen to the right. Oh my god. I blew it. I blew it right there. I actually had the play read and I just missed the tackle. Live and die by the hit stick, man. Just love to see it. Hate to see it. Love to see it. Oh! James Bradbury came in with a nice little tomahawk there, but just wasn't enough to get in front of Justin Jefferson. I'm surprised we're not seeing him targeted more in this game. Or at least, maybe targeted is the wrong word, but it doesn't seem like he's getting the amount of receptions I want to say. Number 16, that just looks like Jacoby Myers. Is he number 16? I think so, right? I'm going to go ahead and fact check me if you want, but I believe that's supposed to be Jacoby Myers. It looks like it could be Watkins. Is that Sammy Watkins? That would be an interesting little goal right there. And Hunter Henry runs out of bounds. Classic mix-up. Go ahead and switch over here to an Adrian Amos. I think I like playing here in the secondary. You just see too many times that the safeties get in the middle. Just setting myself up to pass. Getting him just shy of the end zone. I think that they had enough to get a first down, so our efforts were kind of lost there. Yep. So they were able to pick up the first down there. Let me go ahead and see who he got. I have number 16. Oh, I think he's going to beat across the middle. Oh, and that's a pick. Let's go, baby. Khalil Mack pushing forward here. He should have just went down in the end zone, but I always go big or go home on those type of plays. I'm never going to change. So we have A.J. Dillon here on the power. I think that makes a lot of sense here. Let's just see if we can go ahead and power through. We can. A.J. Dillon needs to get to the second level. He can't. But that is a very good first off run. Love to see that. Let's go ahead and see if we can get Hayden Hurst or maybe even OBJ the football here. Shift out of it. Come on. AJ Dillon needs to get off of that block and switch it up into a mesh route here. See if we can just get anything going. I probably should have been able to call a timeout and maybe do like a Hail Mary there, but I mean, it happens, you know. What are you going to do, right? Kadarius Toney is going to go ahead and return the football here, do a nice little dance. He's falling forward now to about the 33, I want to say, 32. So here we are into the second half of the football game. Go ahead and run a nice little counter here with A.J. Dillon. It hasn't really worked out to our advantage too much today, but I figured by method of insanity, just keep on running the same play over and over again, expecting different results. This kind of happens. So I'm going to run some verticals here, maybe do an OBJ target. I like what I saw early on, but not anymore. I tried to get rid of the football there, man. Come on. Saying good. They are all up my ass right now. Okay. How are we going to do this? I think Kadarius Toney could be open. Not. You see what I'm talking about? How they just bump into one another like that? Like, what the f is that, man? I got to punt this football away now because there's literally no chance of us converting here. I hate this automation. It's the slowest thing ever. I know that it's just because the difficulty that I'm playing on, which I talked about in other videos, but I will most likely be changing up my difficulty future episodes. I just think that for the time being, that I don't want to switch mid-season. I don't think that's fair to how everything is taking shape. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue out the season on this. If I go, 17-0, sorry. Sorry for the good gameplay that I was doing and doing what I'm supposed to against shitty opponents, but it is what it is, We'll go ahead and make adjustments in the upcoming season. If you have some player settings that you think would be nice for me to try out, totally down. I'm pretty good at the game. I like to think that, you know, in most online head-to-heads and just like, I play a lot in all Madden, so it would be interesting to see how some of those settings would turn out in terms of like a franchise being over. I say that now, and I'll probably go like 2-15 in the next season. But let's go ahead and continue our streak here. They are going to do a quick 3 and out, which is probably the best case scenario after that horrific offensive series that we just had. So they punted away here. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a nice return with Kadarius Toney. That guy sheds his block damn near immediately. So that's cool. Go ahead and do some quick slants here. I'm going to put OBJ on a streak, and I'm going to put Devontae Parker on a streak as well. I think Devontae Parker has a step. That just was not even close. Oh my god! Who is this? Alright, I think we have to go ahead and try and get somebody open here. I'm thinking that OBJ could have been open. I just gotta throw it away. That guy was so hot off my ass. Oh god. How does Big Ben have 150 yards passing? I feel like I've barely thrown the ball this game. But okay. Hayden Hurst I really like on this play. I think that he could do some big things for us. Looks like he could be open. Try and get it up over the top. Very good defense by Hayden Hurst there. Go ahead and continue down this path. Okay, so I think I'm going to run some quick slants here. There's no need to get crafty. I can put Kadarius Toney on a streak and then just kind of see how things play out here. They just sent an all-out blitz. Like, what am I going to do? You know? Chandler Jones was basically untouched. This is where the game kind of takes a turn. I think that we have to go for it here because I mean, we don't have to, but I really, really want to. See if we got what it takes. Let's go. Found a huge gap in the defense there. Our guy sat down, and as soon as that guy who was supposed to be guarding him got off, we just immediately targeted him. Hayden Hurst could be open, but he's not. Kadarius Toney goes ahead and tries to fall forward. Might be close to a first, but I think he's going to be a little short. Here we are at a 2nd and 1. Go ahead and run up the gut here with DJ Dallas. He's able to get the first down, I would think. Nope, it's a 3rd and inches. What's new? Let's go ahead and see if OBJ has what it takes. I don't like that at all. Big Ben is just like the most least accurate quarterback. Why in God's name would I go for a king field goal 63 yards away when it's 4th and... Oh, baby. Let's go. It pays off big time. Marvin Jones Jr. in there for a nice little touchdown. They're dancing, baby. They're dancing. Now we go up to a nice little 17-14 lead over the New England Patriots here halfway through the 3rd quarter. I wasn't worried. That was a very, very dangerous play call because if he doesn't come down with that football or if there's good coverage there, we're looking real shaky. Alright, so we have our defense out on the field now. Let's go ahead and run a nice little man blitz. I want to get Jameis Winston to throw the ball early, and they have been just running the football down our throats all day. Oh my god. Denzel Ward just gets... Oh my god, man. Saving a touchdown is just insane. But what the heck happened with Denzel Ward on the outside over there? Oh god. That's tough. That's pretty tough, man. It's going to be a run to the left, and I don't think we can get to him. Nope. That sucks. That is a very, very, very quick answer. So now we're down 21-17 here. Almost as if that really cool scoring play that we had on 4th down didn't even happen. So yeah, 2 plays, 75 yards off of a 59-yard reception. That's... or... Was it? Yeah, it was a reception. 59-yard reception. Love to see that. Let's go ahead and see if Kadarius Toney can get us up to a favorable position on the field. Takes us out to about the 30, so yes, it was a good idea to go ahead and do the return. Kadarius Toney has been the small highlight of the offense so far. Offense, I'm going ahead and lumping the special team to offense as well here. Go ahead and see if A.J. Dillon can get upfield. He can't. Oh my god, what a hurdle. So we are definitely missing our star running back of Raheem Mostert. It's a noticeable difference. Go for it. I mean, I just want him to like make an attempt. You know, I don't care if he catches it. I just want him to get a hand on it. I want him to like have some type of animation that, hey, I see you, dog. I'm gonna try and do something for you. David Bakhtiari is not looking like a 95 overall lineman right there. He just looks like he's got his thumb up his ass. Sorry for the language, but that's what it looks like to me. So take it with a grain of salt. I don't know what to tell you. Leave me alone. All right, A.J. Dillon's open here on the outside. Let's go ahead and try and truck. He's got trucking ability at like a 94 or something like that. He is very, very big back. We're going to go ahead and do a nice little play action wheel here. Maybe target Kadarius Toney here. And see if he can get open. Looks like he could be open. Oh my god, good hands. That was a very underthrown football. Let's go ahead and do a weak side zone stretch. And cut back with A.J. Dillon. What is this acceleration? This guy would never make it in the NFL if he had acceleration like that. I'm not digging on A.J. Dillon by means. I'm digging on the way that they've actually like paraded his player. Like, he doesn't have this type of acceleration. He's way better than this. But you have a couple guys here across the middle. Looks like Kadarius Toney if he just sits down. Oh my god. Like, bro, what is going on right now? DJ Dallas on a trap play up the middle could be the death of us, but we are sitting really close to the goal line here. DJ Dallas has just been... This is a scary... Look at this defense. They are all out sprinting at my face. I gotta be very careful here. If he can get down? Can he get down in bounds? They're gonna call him out? Kidding me? DJ Dallas off to the left-hand side here. See if he can go ahead and... He's getting an animation from... What? What was that animation, bro? He's got contact at like the 10-yard line and then just like glitched his way into the end zone. I'm not complaining. We'll take the points, but what the heck was that? This has been a very bizarre game. But yeah, the New England Patriots have been playing up to their potential. They are 7-2, about to be 7-3. But they've been playing extremely well. A lot of props go to them. So Jameis Winston takes over here. They had a very, very quick answer for us. So let's go ahead and switch into cover one man. Makes a lot of sense. Go ahead and try and get off the block. Get a nice little hit stick up the middle. Zach Moss coming out the left side. Dante Hightower looks like he's just supposed to be spying across the middle. Oh my god, dude. I keep on missing with the hit stick. Like, I'm beating them to the spot, and it's just not working. Let's go ahead and switch into a cover 3. I don't think I've ever ran a cover 3 with this team, so I'm curious to see how this is going to operate. Okay, switching over here into a cover 3. It looks like they are going to try and pass the football, if I had to guess. Khalil Mack has the right side hooks. Just cover. No one was covering on the outside. That's awesome. That was definitely not Khalil Mack, the guy that I was usering on there. That's definitely not his ball to be covering. So I don't hate him for that at all. Let's go ahead and try and back up here and see if there's any type of security blanket. Myles Garrett comes from the outside, ends up hooking him around and getting his sack. That is fantastic. Love to see it. I think cover 3 could be our glory right here. I think they're double teaming Myles Garrett on the left-hand side now. Oh, he's got a spin move. Bang! Back him. Let's go. All right, so he's got 7 yards to go to the 3rd down marker. You know they're going to be passing here. I think we have to get into the backfield. Get some pressure on Jameis Winston. Don't allow him to get that. Bryce Callahan goes up and is... No, it's not Bryce Callahan. Sorry. Bryce Callahan's injured. That was Denzel Ward. gets a hand up there, and we're able to force a punt here. It couldn't have come at a better time. We have just over 6 minutes left to play in this one, and that is a shank of a punt. So it's not really a shank. We're taking over at the 15, but it could have been a lot better. Let's put it that way. So let's go ahead and start off with a nice little counter to the right-hand side. I think I'm notorious for running counters to the left, but never really to the right. God, they're like all-out blitzing right there. A.J. Dillon is just pushing his way up the field. Go ahead and see if he has what it takes to continue this pressure. I'm going to put OBJ on a streak here. See if he can get past that guy. Let's go. Nice little secure catch, and OBJ's out past midfield right around the 37. Let's go. Nice little pitch out left. A.J. Dillon just got clotheslined, it looked like. That's pretty tough. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't think I can change out of this play. I think it's a fake spike. What? Bro, this is a game of animations. I'm not even kidding right now. Everyone's doing some really weird stuff. All I'm trying to do here is run a nice little trap and then being able to get into some field goal range. I think that that's the safer option. I don't think that we need to try and convert here on a 4th down. But if we go ahead and get the nice field goal, I think that sets us up pretty security blanket. So Justin Tucker has the leg for about 75 yards there, and we go ahead and jump out to a 7-point lead. Little over half of the 4th quarter left to go in this one. It is coming down to the wire. Let's see if our defense has what it takes to shut down the New England Patriots. It looks like he's going to try and return this, so let's go ahead and see how that turns out for him. He gets swallowed up right around the 25, so it would have been the exact same had he just gone ahead and took the touchback or let the ball go into the back of the end zone, but I'm not his daddy. Go ahead and switch on to Deontay Hightower here. Jameis Winston's all kinds of play action calls. There's just nobody on that. There's just nobody guarding him. I wasn't my guy. Wasn't anybody's guy, apparently. Let's go ahead and switch into a cover 2 again. I'm going to go ahead and use for Justin Simmons here. I'm sick and tired of getting beat that bad. Are you guys seeing this? Like, what is going on? I don't know. I'm going to try and nosedive here with Ndamukong Suh. He ends up getting off of one guy, but then bang! Let's go. He ends up getting swallowed up there, and Ndamukong Suh just is an attention-seeking whore right now. He just is like, oh my god, medical. Come on, man. Suck it up. Let's go. I'm going to try and get Myles Garrett here on a bull rush off to the left-hand side. See if he can get off that blocker. He can't. And Khalil Mack almost ate the booty right there. Let's go ahead and see if we can use her onto Myles Garrett, but I doubt it. Okay, we're able to actually get onto him. That's pretty lucky. Let's go ahead and try and do a nice little bull rush clubbing. Couldn't be a worse time to get a PI. You know that's what it is. So, Ndamukong Suh is out with a pectoral. I'm going to go ahead and keep him in the game. This is a little too close for comfort. I understand that he had a medium likelihood of be aggravating, but this is a big win game for him. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. I have no words, but hey, let's put it this way. I'd rather have the football to end the game. So they are going for a point after attempt here. This is a bit of a nail biter, and I just realized that I did my math incorrectly, and now we're down by a point. So we literally have to score on this possession. Otherwise, we end up going home early. DJ Dallas is taking it out of the back of the end zone. Takes up to about the 27-yard line there. I'm not really sure what happened to Kadarius Toney and why he wasn't back there, but I'm done trying to figure out this game. Go ahead and do a nice little mesh here. I'm going to put OBJ on a slant, and I'm going to put Devontae Parker on a slant. Go ahead and see which one gets open. Looks like OBJ might be open. He is. Get to the out of bounds. Does. The clock stops. This is exactly what we need right here. Just keep on marching down the field. And then as time expires, go ahead, kick that field goal. Go ahead, not do anything too risky. I like Hayden Hurst here. I like having the security blanket of Devontae Parker. However, I do want to put him more plant route. I don't think that he... This game is testing. This game is testing my ability to keep my sanity right now. That's a ball that 100% has to be caught every single time. That is tough. That's really hard to keep my cool on, but that's okay. It happens, right? Go ahead and have OBJ on a nice little streak there on the outside. He has some separation, but I just like, get to the first down marker, man. I think we got to follow it up with another slant call. Like, I don't have another option here. It's 3rd and short. Put AJ Dillon on a nice little loop around here. Bro. I am out of carrots. I am out of sticks. I'm gonna have to call a timeout here. The goal here is to force them to have to kick the field goal or punt the football before the minute warning, making them burn all that time off the clock. There's a flag on the play, so let's see if there's a holding call here. Let's go. Back them up. So it's either 3rd and 1. Yeah, I gotta go for the 2. It does add on an extra, basically like a free 5 seconds for them, but it does end up backing them up on the play, which I think that we desperately needed. Go ahead and call that timeout right now, forcing to about a 3rd and 18, if I would have to say. So it is a 3rd and 17 here. You have 1 timeout left, plus the 2-minute warning, so can't let them... That was a really, really smart play on their part right there. Just wait and wait and wait so that way they don't allow me to get the 2-minute warning there. That was pretty nice. But I am able to retain a timeout, which is good. And then they kick it out of bounds, which I think is probably the smartest thing to do right there. Okay. So it is still a 3-point game. I'm going to go ahead and run a trap here with AJ Dillon and then burn that last timeout because I believe I'm just going to end up running. All right. Going to play it that way, huh? This is tough. This is really testing my nerves. Go ahead and see if OBJ can get open here on this out route. It's a timing route. He looks like he's open. Can he outrun the defender? He gets past 1. Can he get past 2? He gets past 2. He's up the sideline. Can he go? He's got 1 man to beat. Can he get there? Oh my God, he's out at like the 3. Let's go with OBJ. We can go ahead and run this down. DJ Dallas breaking a couple tackles. They call a timeout. They're getting a little sweaty right now. We love to see this. That was unbelievable. I cannot believe how well that worked out for us. It never works that well. Go ahead and continue to run the football here. They're going to call another timeout. However, their guy ends up getting hurt on the play. So that is going to stop the game. It takes out one of their other timeouts. Go ahead and run another play up here. AJ Dillon falling forward, and he's in for the touchdown. Let's freaking go. Making this a 5-point game. We need to go ahead and try and get into the end zone here. Who is our guy? Who do you think we should go for? I'm thinking Wilson here on the bottom left, or Hayden Hurst. Maybe I just put Hayden Hurst on an out or A. Hey, let's go. It's a 7-point game, baby. Let's go. Hayden Hurst spikes the football. We're not losing. Like I said, this is going to be our toughest matchup of the season so far, and it really has not disappointed. New England Patriots are a very strong team, and they have been playing their hearts out here. James Jr. goes ahead and returns that to the 23-yard line, giving us a 2-yard advantage as to whether or not he could have just let that go. But we're going to go ahead and run into a cover 4 here. You got Myles Garrett popping his ability on the left-hand side when you most. Go ahead and try and bull rush. He gets bull rush there. You got to get that pick. How did... Dude, I usered onto I used on to Denzel Ward right there. Let's go. Let's. Denzel Ward ends up getting like I'm usering onto him, right? And then all of a sudden, he just decides that, hey, I am not gonna go ahead and do what you're saying. I'm glad that you flipped onto me, so that way I stop my like current flow. Let's go! Adrian Amos with the pick of the century right there. And this game is all but over. Go ahead and do a coach's suggestion. Let's do a quarterback kneel here. And let's go ahead and get into victory formation. GG's easy. Let's freaking go. Go ahead and run this again. We have a nice little... So in arguably the hardest game to play all season, we come out on top. AJ Dillon struggled to get every single yard that he tried to get this past game. OBJ had himself a day, coming off of like that last yard bomb. He got a 4 for 212. Devontae Parker 3 for 41. Big Ben over 400 yards and 2 touchdowns. Had a crucial fumble that almost cost us the game. And then Jameis Winston on the other side of the football had 240 for 171. And so that is going to do it for the gameplay portion of this. But before I go ahead and cut today's video, I do see that we're playing the Lions. So let's go ahead and take a what that matchup will be like. So taking a look here at the Lions, they have Jonathan Taylor, Darius Smith, Kyle Collins, Marquise Brown, Grady Jarrett, Trevon Diggs, Zach Ertz, Grover Stewart, Kyle Duggar. I'm just messing up names. Like I said, my throat is really killing me. They have Baker Mayfield as quarterback, Xavier Rhodes as a corner, Brandon Ayuk as a wide receiver, and Dalton Schultz at their tight end. So this is going to be another really difficult matchup for us. I think that we do have what it takes to come out on top if we're able to defeat the Patriots. I think that we can pretty much take anyone. That's going to do it for today's episode. As always, if you like today's content, like, comment, subscribe. See you.